Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Welcome to all of you. General Welsh, I want to give a special thank you for your leadership and decision as it related to the F-16 aggressor squadron there at Eielson. I think I speak for the entire Alaska community in thanking you for that decision. I want to address my comments this morning to you, though, as it relates to the F-35s and basing in the Pacific. It's my understanding that PAC-AB is going to be the second operational location for the F-35s. I certainly see that benefit. We've had this conversation before, but I'd like you to just briefly explain to the subcommittee why it's so important to expedite placement of this fifth-generation fighter into the Pacific. And then if you can also address the concern, we were told at the briefing, the OSG staff briefing, that if sequestration funding levels continue, we might see the F-35 buys reduced by 17 aircraft. What, if anything, would that do to the Air Force basing strategy in the Pacific?
Senator, the importance of the F-35 in both the Pacific and European theaters is, number one, we have partners in both theaters who are going to buy the airplane as well. Right. And being able to work and train with them side by side develops greater coalition warfighting capability for the future, so that the U.S. doesn't have to do as much on their own. We can get more support from partners in contingency operations in the future. It also promotes other kinds of understanding and cooperation between nations. The F-35's technical and warfighting abilities are also very well suited for a very highly technical threat in that part of the world, and it'll be important for us to train in that environment. The actual basing process, this summer, we should announce the preferred and alternative choices for the Pacific bed down. As you know, the site surveys are ongoing now for the bases that were nominated by Pacific Air Forces to be included for the Pacific bed down, and so we should have the next decision point this summer.
And of course, you know that I will continue to maintain that when we're talking about the proximity to the Pacific theater, the polar considerations, that Alaska and particularly Eielson is the ideal location for the F-35s there when it comes to the PAC-AB basing. So we will await the outcome of the site surveys this summer.